Righto, so we're here again. Good to see you again, Fuzz. I've had Fuzz working his ass off the last couple of days. So what I'm going to do is going to try and get through the haul. It's, what day is it? It's Friday. We're a little bit late. Fuzz had a couple too many last night, but we're going to get into it now. We're going to walk through and do a bit of commentary, and hopefully I don't have too much music and it'll go. So hang about, we'll get on with it. Righto, so I thought I'd start with our car because it's just inside the door and we'll walk through the haul. So, mate, looking pretty cool for a Falcon.
It is.
Eh? So it's come out really super and I'm just loving the feel of it. And the colour that Johnny's given us. And for all you Ford guys, the red in the badge was Adam's idea. He wanted to get a little bit of Holden in it. You know the story, these guys can't help themselves. But I've got to hold myself back and make sure I give you enough of the coverage because it's our car. I don't want to get carried away and do too much, but I'm really happy the way that's all come out. There's a bit of negativity about doing that, Fuzz, but yeah, I think it's done the trick.
Looking at it in real life, it's the ticket. So, yeah. Up the tree.
Righto, so we'll get into the rest of it now. So I've filmed this one a couple of times before. Super nice car.
Yeah, it took me by surprise yesterday when I had a good look at it.
And you pop your head under the bonnet.
Well, the mirror's done it for me. Oh, why's that in there? Why's this thing there, the twin exhaust? Super nice. Very good.
So we'll head around the back wall. And I've got to keep my time down a bit, so if I feel like I'm rushing, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of cars, a lot of super nice cars in here. I covered this one at the Hot Rod Show. Love this.
Yeah. It's cool, isn't it?
So the judging's still going on, as you can see, and that's a very long process for these guys because they get to that point where they've now got to make that final decision, you know, which one's going to win. So the funny thing is, if you've got the judges looking at your car at this point, there's a chance you're going to probably win something.
Something going on, yeah.
In fact, I don't know if you know, this is a local car. This guy's a detailer.
Oh, right.
Made of Fitzies. And I can assure you, in real life, it's probably better than what's even on the camera.
It's tidy, isn't it?
From a cleanliness point of view,
yeah.
It's just absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
I was talking to him, he was looking at our car yesterday. I said, don't look too hard, mate, because we're a bit under the hammer a bit to get it here, and you know, you could spend another 3 days cleaning up the boss to get it to that level, I can tell you.
Very clean and tidy.
Now, I've got to try and get my way through without missing anything. Now, for those people that wonder about top 60 and how certain cars are in here, you need to understand that top 60 is actually the finalist show. So it's the Maguire's finalist show, not the top 60 cars at the Summernats. And anything that's going to win a trophy potentially has to be in the hall. So we're looking at a ute now. If this thing is going to win top ute, for instance, it needs to be in the hall. So a lot of people can't quite get the grip on why a particular car might be in the hall, but it is probably a finalist in its category rather than being the top 60 car. So it's a little bit confusing, even for me, about sometimes how that goes. It's a bit of an unusual one, Fuzz.
Yeah, what is it?
Is it a Celica?
It's a Celica?
We'll have to read the sign, yeah. 1980 Celica. It's got a little pump on it. Looks like blue's the colour this year.
Yeah, I was looking at the videos and I'm going, there's going to be a lot of blue cars this year.
This way. Nice red hot rod. This light on the gimbal makes life a bit easier, Fuzz, doesn't it?
Yeah, easier on my arms. You certainly filled that engine bay up.
Now when we come in late, because I was still mess-arsing about with the car, and I was a bit surprised where they put us, because obviously we were last in, but these poor buggers here now with these nice engines and all sort of blocked out a bit, so I'll try and make sure we can get a look at those. I remember looking at this last year, very nice detail on that. Love the colour combo. I'll just climb over a few ropes here.
Tripwire there.
And I've made the comment quite a few times, but it's probably more difficult to make that look as standard as that is to sometimes do a show car. I lost Fuzz then, he did the right thing and didn't go over the ropes. Nice green. There was one of them in Broke Mill, Fuzz, wasn't there, that colour?
Yeah, Trengrove's just restored it.
Sorry?
Full.
He just restored it?
Trengrove, yeah. Just a full resto on it, and it's sweet like this thing.
Broken Hill had so many cars in that era, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like Phase 3s, 350 Monaros.
I think it was young blokes like us earning reasonable money on the mine, so let's waste it on cars.
So, for those that don't know Fuzz, like Fuzz and I met in the van club in Broken Hill, and I had a brand new XC panel van, and so did he. He had a red one and I had a green one. We sort of hooked up the friendship then. So that would have been 78, Fuzz,
78,
I guess.
yep. 78 we started cruising.
And him and I come over here in this hall in 1982, the first time.
Yep.
And both of us had done something to our vans by memory, and we come an I-car, didn't we?
Yeah, something went down that was not good. Fire it, drive it like you stole it.
And it was funny because on that particular trip, we didn't know where we were going, and we looked at the map, and the shortcut turned out to be a mountain road, and we thought we were at Bathurst, and we're driving like bloody crazy people. I videoed this at the local show in Wollongong, and every time I look at it, it gets better.
Yep.
And he was telling me that they've just taken it back to exclusive, and they've given it another polish, and they've put ceramic on it.
Oh, that's the guy you talked to
Yeah,
yesterday, yep.
that's this car, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, judges are busy. So we'll leave them alone. You guys ever rest or what? Well, I don't know what's under that one, but we're not going to get to see it. It's got a pony on it, so we'll try and get that later.
Come back this way, or?
Yep, we'll go up this way now. So this was at the Hot Rod Show as well.
Yeah, when it was all open yesterday, it's tidy as inside.
You've got to sort of get in now so that we can actually get access to the cars. There'll be so many people in there, and some of the cars owners have closed them up overnight, but it gives us the opportunity to see them close, Fuzz, as well.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I wonder what's hiding in there. It's a
There's
decent sort of scoop. Morning.
it's hard to tell in this light. See something that's angry.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, bro.
So this has been popping up on Facebook a fair bit with the trimmer that's done this, and I'll be keen to have a look, because it's the opposite of what I do, really, because it's all computer generated type stuff. You know, it's got the printed type panels and stuff. Pity it's closed up, but I'll sneak the camera in through there. Sorry about the focus is going to change, but I need to get the opportunity to get a look.
There's a set of hoops.
Yeah. Hello. Got the golf club. One for you, Dale.
Oscillator. The lines are pretty sharp on that.
The blue car.
Blue car next to a blue car.
Big fella.
Serious work going on there.
Now, I think I was telling you about this
Fits by that much.
Porsche. Yeah, this Porsche. I don't know whether I told you about this one from Motor X. This car has got some amazing detail work on it. And the fit and finish, superb.
I had a good look at it yesterday. For sure.
Check out that, the lines on that bonnet. The amount of work to make that wheel look like that, incredible. Yeah.
Oh, that's
You really can't see it probably in the camera, but that paint is like full of pearls and glass and all sorts of stuff. We need your young bloke here to tell us what sort of engine that is, Fuzz.
Yeah, they were asking me. I think he's at the wrong end for starters. That's red.
The pedal shifter on it.
Cool. Very well detailed, isn't it?
No. Not much room left in there, Fuzz.
Oh, there's some plumbing in there. This would be one for Phil.
I reckon.
This is what I want to go there. A big car.
And it's a very long. Very nice colour, that. I must have sold a lot of these World wheels.
Yes.
Go over here so we don't miss something. Little computer strapped on the steering wheel there. Engine management, I imagine. I like that little hat, looks nice.
Yes.
Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah. Like it.
That's like top panel on it. It's probably got $10 on it.
check the end of the doors, will tell you. Yep. 1959 Morris Minor 2-door Continental Businessman's Coupe.
With a pump on it.
With a pump on it, yeah.
Got everything that everybody
Like they
else
always say, Fuzz, whatever rocks your boat.
Yeah, it's got everything else that everybody else has got, but smaller.
So while we're just cruising through here, I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank people at Lovells Automotive Suspensions, because they've come on board now and I'm going to be able to do more of this for you. And I'm not going to go on about it all the time, but you'll see the opening and closing, billboards and stuff with their name on it. And they're just helping us to pay some of the costs to get to the shows, because I'll be doing quite a lot of shows this year and trying to bring you all the different cars from all over the place. So you recognise that one, Fuzz? Used to be two-tone yellow. And,
yep. Yellow, orange.
Yeah, with the blown.
Yep.
I'm not going to do that. That used to be someone's car, because I used to remember when I used to have Cappy's truck.
Yeah. Nice.
So Simon did the trim on this. Check out the seats. So a bit of Star Wars there. Yeah,
Suspension.
no attachment. Very white.
Very, very white.
Hello, Fitzy. What's going on, buddy? Hey? Come and check it.
Start.
Yeah? Oh, the oath. I've got to get in before. Got to get in. Oh, you see what happens? I just talking about, I won't say whose it used to be, because everyone always goes, such and such as old car.
But yeah, he's done a shitload of work.
Oh,
Yeah.
Righto, next one.
I thought I'd wake you up down the highway this morning, mate.
Yeah.
It's got it blowing a bit of blue, mate.
Mate?
It's blowing a bit of blue.
It does, because it's 454 and like the oil rings are halfway through the gadgets.
Oh.
You give it to it.
Yeah.
Don't
No, it
matter,
wasn't
we'll go
bad.
hard.
I thought you were going to say it was tyre smoke.
A bit of both.
Now, I always try and point these sort of things out. The amount of work to make that bonnet, I don't know if it's going to come out, the amount of work to make that bonnet flat like that is astronomical. And I can tell you this car is just popping.
Like the colour.
All the stripes are under the clear. Detail work there is phenomenal. Been a lot of effort and time put into this car, I can tell you. And the judges are all over it, so that's a good sign for him.
Judges were all over it yesterday as well. I
Alright.
think that was an unveil car.
I bet the painter loved him. I'd like to do all the boot in paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to him yesterday. There's the owner here. Perfect opportunity to get yourself on the tube, mate.
There we go, he's the...
Catching up on sleep now?
like you, I'd imagine, mate. How many years?
Oh, 5.
Yeah. Yeah, nice job.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Who was the painter?
Matt and Mick Ella.
I bet he loves you doing that boot. eh?
Not.
Yeah.
Clean. Travis will be all over that.
Yep. The size of that, Fuzz.
Yeah, what's going on there?
And obviously there's something a bit bigger going to there than stock.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, I haven't seen that done before, so
No.
the shaker hat's probably double the size of what they normally are. Good morning, gentlemen. Craig Parker, Glenn Torrens, you're all live, so no swearing, boys. Taking it all in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? How good is it? And it's cool, nice and cool as well.
Yeah, I know. Canberra can be quite hot.
It can be.
No, you've had here, Howard.
Apparently hoodies the hottest, or you know,
I can remember a 44 degree.
I'm going to say, and I also remember going to Kmart one year and buying tracksuits and all because it was that bloody
It was that
cold.
cold,
Yep.
yeah.
Crazy.
Conversation in the office week coming down because I've bought leather jackets down before in years gone by.
Yep.
Froze my ass off, bro.
Yeah. All right, got to keep moving.
You want me to put that in there? Let's give her a thumbs up on that. So they're just getting the work and everything, so.
So, Fuzz, this would tickle your fancy a bit.
Yep.
So Fuzz has got a ute. It's not dissimilar to this. It's got the dark wheels in Wild Violet, and The owner of this car is Ben Ambrose, and Ben's been helping me with the filler work on Boss XC on a Sunday, and he's a painter, automotive painter, and he's built this car over 25 years.
Yeah,
so he's had it all that time, and it's been to a few different houses, and there's a few old school things we used to do on it because he's been doing it so long. And I had a bit of a look at it. He did red Summernats, and I had a look at it with him, and we've had a look at it with him to give him a list of what he probably needed to tinker with and sort out to get it up another level, and he's worked his butt off for the last few months to get it up, and you know that's why it's in here, because he's done the work.
Here it is.
And I basically met him through Phil Kurgene because he was doing a bit of painting for Phil.
And with that, he's a nice bloke as well. We had a few beers with him last night.
Of course you did.
Morning, Alan. Good.
You want to say hello, Owen?
Hello, Owen.
Hello, Owen.
How are you, Howard?
I'm going good, mate.
What do you think of this show?
This show's always unbelievable, isn't it?
I think it's even more unbelievable. It's just blown my mind.
I mean, I didn't stay for the unveils last night, but just you look at it, it's like,
where is it going to end?
Just explaining on here, like with our rush, you know, our detail's not where it is. You know, looking at the E8s down the back, it's always meant because he's a detailer. And it shows when you look at the cars live, it really shows.
But what's really happened now, this year probably more than ever, is the new technology.
Yeah.
You could be sitting in some of these cars with that 49 single spin rate, then you could be sitting inside an Audi or a Mercedes. That's just, it's on that level on 3D printing on interiors and obviously finishes. You know all that things, but just the next level on technology.
For sure. All right, mate, keep going. I know you're busy. If you're towing for work or play, make sure your vehicle's up to the task. Your gross vehicle mass can be upgraded to keep everything legal and above board. Find your nearest stockist at lovellsauto.com.au and talk to the professionals about getting your vehicle right for the job. Bloody music kicked in. I need to talk a bit more probably.
Yeah.
Now, that's unusual, Fuzz. If you're trying to do something different all the time, I like the look of that.
Yep.
And it's not to everyone's taste, I imagine, but it's tied in through the wheels as well. A bit of paint colour in the wheels.
The old school.
Whoa, is that? How big a hat can I get? What sort of hat would you like? The biggest one you got. And I'll have a big set of wheels as well.
And a big set of wheels and a big ass motor to go with it.
Oh, I just tripped over someone's stand.
No, that's not a bad idea with the mirrors there, Hal.
Eh?
Mirrors on the side.
Yeah.
You want to be pretty confident in your panel work putting them though. Oh, wagon.
A few nice wagons in here this year. Righto, I better make a bit of pace here. We've still got a couple of rows to go.
Dodge Super B.
I've got to make sure I get it on our way back. Is that next level, Fuzz?
Yeah, next level.
Next level, there's the level.
Is it level?
There's the level. It is level.
You wouldn't want to be putting that in there and have the bubble out. I like those seats.
It's unfortunate the camera and the light always shows the leather a bit different to what it is, including with Boss XC. That's quite a dark tan, but it's on the screen it's looking a lot brighter than that. Righto. Look over here. With black stripes on a black car.
Yes.
And we've only known it because I've seen the Subaru there.
Black or grey?
I think that's a grey, yeah, like a matte black.
Yeah.
You're all right, bud. We're both doing the same thing. Just backing into another cameraman here. Whoops. Sorry about the camera angle, guys. Just starting to get a few people in now. It's getting a little bit harder to keep focused on where I'm going.
Oh, working that bonnet.
Yeah. So it's just pointing out the bottom on that.
Yeah. 430.
Now, I'm not sure what's been going on with this front fuzz. I filmed it last year, but have a look what's hanging out the side here now.
Yes, came in late yesterday, and that took it. We just give them enough gap to come through, and everyone's going, whoa.
Couple of rows to go. Bit of a change up on the dash there. Now, everybody knows that I talk about single spinners, so there's one just coming up in a minute. We'll get this Tirana out of the way first. It was an unveiled car. So much nice paint.
Yeah.
So I'm sure this thing, it's going to be, this is the one Owen was just talking about with the technology.
Yeah.
49 Businessman's Coupe. So that's what I nearly bought that time when I did the Fairlane.
Yep.
I actually had one of these.
That was going to be the concept.
Organised and to buy it and chop it up with some guy's pride and joy restored car.
Yeah.
That reflection in that roof.
Got all the goods. Park it, put the bumper on the floor, and that's it.
I'll come back and have a look at that later, Fuzz.
Yeah, I certainly will.
So, my mate's a plater.
And engraver.
And engraver. Now, anyone that knows me knows that I love all those lowriders and stuff from the States. It's a pretty good takeoff of that.
Hollywood.
And it's like, how can I be a little bit different? And that's definitely a little bit different. It's good to see some young blokes taking some photos of that. Getting into that old school styling.
Yeah. Again, what's the biggest rotor you got? I want that.
Hey! Now I was talking about Ben Ambrose. These two here hate the camera. That's Ben and Phil. So we're just looking at your car, mate. It's come up super.
Yeah.
Eh? You must be stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 years.
Yeah.
A bit more than yet. Come on.
Well done. Good on you, buddy. So this is one of the new ones out of Chubby's garage. So it's a customer car.
Thanks for your work, Howard.
Thanks, buddy. No worries. She was up at the Hot Rod Show. Super cleaned up.
Yep. Very nice.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to go back over here and get back Capri, we didn't get. Morning, Mark. Morning. Working hard. Working hard. Hey?
Got the torch out. Few Capris coming out of the woodwork.
There
now.
is, mate, yeah. I was talking to Adam yesterday from MPV, Melbourne Performance.
Yeah.
We met him down at Motorex or somewhere. He's doing one now with a big block and that's what's on his page. And
Well, I heard him talking about
colours and stuff yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a massive family build. The wife and the kids, and
Yep.
they're all involved. It's good to see. Now this guy sent me some photos of this on Facebook when he seen what we're doing with the blue. I think it's the one anyhow. This way. Starting to lose me way now, and as you can see, people are starting to come in now.
These are the blokes that kept me up last night.
These guys?
Yeah. There's a pretty awesome story. Remember you done that HQ Monaro?
Thanks, buddy.
The Korean HQ Monaro that I mate at the motel?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's these guys. So
Right.
I've gone from that car to bringing the F-Track last year to having an unveiled car this year. So.
Awesome. And he's the painter beater.
Yep.
Yep.
So
they had a car.
Matt's car.
So that story, and it's the sort of thing we like to do with the motel we stay at. These guys turned up with a restored Monaro, and when it pulled up, I had a bit of a quick look at it, and I really liked the look of it, and we didn't have anything happening that year. And had a chat to the guys and said, you know, what are you doing? And they weren't sure because it was their first show. So we ended up, I went over the car with them and said, if you're interested, we'll give you a hand to see if we can get it in the hall, because I thought it could potentially win Best Restored if they did a lot of detail and fine tuning in that last day that they had. So we give them a hand, and I got mothers involved, and we got some product, and we actually had about 8 of us polishing it in the hall, because it made the hall, and then it ended up winning Top Restored. So it's just the sort of fun we have, and I mean, we'd never met these people, and now they're sort of friends, Summernats friends.
Well, it all started with who's in my car park, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got to the motel. I've had the same room and the same car park for 10 years now, and when I got there, they were in my park, and I said, who's in my park?
And this big little muscly fella comes out, that's me.
That's me. Well, get out of the way.
So what's the deal there? On gas?
Hey?
What?
Yeah, converters.
Converters, isn't it? Yeah.
Might be on LPG.
Yep.
Good pickup, Fuzz. Yeah, so the Summernats is not just about being here trying to beat everyone else, sometimes it's about being here trying to help someone else. And I guess in a way it's sort of what we're doing with the channel now, is that it's enabled us to pass on some of that information. Now, is that a Gurney Eagle? Sure is. You don't see many of them, Fuzz.
Yeah.
So that was a convert, I reckon late 60s, early 70s head conversion for a Windsor. And I can't remember offhand what it was developed for, whether it was NASCAR or some sort of race. Have a look at the linkages in there making that work.
Just need a little tweak to the right.
Looks like it's running RRS front end as well. So I think might be a bit of a go at that one. 372 Windsor. How you going?
Good.
Big fan.
Big fans, that's the way. This is it.
Never get to
Don't forget you blokes are mic'd
You're
up.
live, so
That's all right, we're happy to talk to you, just got to remind you not to put any
not to swear.
explicits in.
That's alright. Yeah. Right, you're actually live, so we're just trying to cover all of the cars at the minute, so get it out there. So we're nearly finished, we've only got a couple
Now,
to
the
do.
white car
So
next to us here is an interesting story. It's
then we'll get it
at
back to the
Motor
lead.
X, and this car here won the
Sort it out.
1975 Nationals.
Cars
before it
this
was
year
called
next
the
level,
Summernats.
aren't they? Where do we stop?
So the story they were saying last night was that the original owner sold it and then tracked it down and then fully restored it back as it was in 1975 when it won the Nationals.
Cool.
And he drives it, he drove it from Adelaide.
Really?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, there's the
that.
trophy on the front seat, Fuzz.
Oh, yeah.
Bloody trophy hunter. Alright, so we've got a couple of full-blown show cars here.
That's a good effort, driving it from Adelaide.
Yeah, that Hay Plains would be getting a bit average now.
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah. Tested the old Ranger out the other day.
Because
So
it was pretty much underwater, wasn't it?
it was when I went home in November, yeah. This was here last year.
Yep. Unveiled last year, I reckon.
Yeah, it was actually, yeah.
Alright, we've got a half a dozen left. And judges are still working. I wouldn't have their job for quids, Fuzz. The judges.
No. It's just, oh, they'd be going 12, 14 hours a day, no doubt.
And they're under the pump now, so
Yeah.
they're in the hall. So what's happening now is they're trying to now make their mind up.
Yeah,
So
alright.
they're the engineer judges, so they got to look at every car and then score them.
Yep.
Then they go, well, the score says that one wins, and then their head goes, oh, I don't know if that really should win. So then they got to go backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And sometimes
One piece of information that'll...
sometimes it can be the simplest thing that there's just one thing on the car that turns them off a bit, say from an engineering point of view. The car might be absolutely bloody perfect, but they have to make a decision on which one they think's better when they're both really, really good.
That's the tough
Now
bit.
this is Mike from Lovells, it's his own personal car.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's unveiled as well. So he's given me the story bit on this as well. So the Weber setup is, he used to run it on his boat, the same style, and he's running it on this. And you can imagine the nightmare. I'm pretty sure there's a pump under there, the blower under there, and of course, to get that to tune, you really need an old school tuner to be able to do that. So they're them judges again, so they're judging paint. So when you're talking paint, it's not just the outside shiny paint. They're looking at all the back of the jams and they're in there, and I know they're going to find a few things on my car or our car because we ran out of time for me to spend a week running around with a brush. And so what they're looking at is all this stuff. How well it's finished. Is it dry? Has it been polished?
Yeah.
All the different things. They're going to look at that to determine which car has got the best paint, because when you read the detail work for paint, it's the paint on the whole car. So it's the undercarriage, it's the engine bay, it's even inside. If like this car we're going to go to now has got a roll cage inside and it's painted, so when they're judging paint, they're judging paint on the whole car, not just the outer panels. Because sometimes people go, oh, that shouldn't have won paint, I've seen something wrong with it. Well, the reality is the outside might be awesome, but the jams are terrible.
Yeah.
You know, so...
And it might have the shiniest roll bar in the shed. But
that's it. So they got to make a decision based on all that information, and then they're on a timeline.
Yeah. Interesting how he's given the pumps some
Giving
more
the
air.
turbo a bit more air,
Yeah.
a bit of cooling, I'd say.
Yeah.
Just go over here to Mansueto's busy.
I'll see you afternoon.
Be good.
Alright.
How are we doing today, mate?
Mate, how are you?
Good. So, mate, drag racer turned trophy hunter. Hey?
Yeah, it's still drag racing, but
Yeah, I know, but something totally different.
Yeah.
You got the gun on the job over here, I see.
Yeah, always.
Always.
#1 detailer.
Yep. He knows his shit, that's for sure. So one of the big things about this car is the size of the engine that's been pushed into the hole and still made it to look like stock. And isn't that interesting on the firewall, Fuzz? He's had this car a long time as well, same as Benny's with the Power by Ford. And of course, as everyone knows, it's been to the track now and run an unbelievable time as well.
Yep.
So we've got a couple to go. We've got the big guns here, mate. If I get a camera like that, you'll have to lug it around.
I'll have to lug it around, yeah. Let's not get that big.
So this is Mark Hayes' partner's car.
Yeah.
So he sent me a message in the middle of the night the other day because I posted something late, like midnight or whatever, and he sent me a thing. I said, you're doing 18 hours still too as well. And he sent me a picture back with this up on blocks, you know, a week ago, still going, no door trims.
Yeah.
And that's a 6-year build. So the problem we all have is we'll keep finding more and more things to do. And of course, Mark's renowned for his LCs, 2 of them, and his ability to get a lot of power out of nitrous. Let's go up and over the professionals here, and so then people might say, well, you know, how's Hazy judging when he's got the car in here that he's been working on? And it's always a discussion, but the reality is they need the best people to judge, and they're always going to be people that have potentially worked on some of the cars, but what they have is 2 judges in every area.
Yeah.
And obviously when they go to judge this, Mark's going to stand aside, and either Owen or Drago would stand in as the other judge on that car. So
you've got to prepare.
It's just one of those things where you just got to, if you're going to have the best people, they're going to be involved.
Now, before you shut down, old mate up there's now uncovered the coupe.
Righto, we'll go up there in a sec. So we'll just walk up on the stage here, as if we own the joint. Just give you a bit of a view. Poor old Fuzz had to limp up there because he's done the knee a bit yesterday, rolling around under the car, cleaning.
Comes with age, mate.
So there's so many hours in this shed. And like I said earlier, first time I come in this hall was in 1982. And this is what I class as my home at Summernats, because this is the area I love. Love the whole event, but this is my end of the game and what I really get into and enjoy. So we just get down here and get the last car or 2 that were still covered up. Good to see so many kids here as well. I mean, this end of the game is very much a family affair.
Being Coop and Ford guys, we couldn't
have missed that out, could we?
No.
So we'll just need to dodge a few people to get in and have a look, but as they say, Fuzz, that looks too good.
It's too good. Didn't come out of the factory like that.
You're right.
Done a good job.
Sorry.
You're right, matey. This looks like the proud owner. We might try and grab a second. Really quick story. So, how long you had it? How long you been building it?
It's been built for the last 2 years.
2 years. You've done well.
Yeah, done well, all right.
Yeah.
You know. And Manuel's probably had it for what, nearly 3 years?
Yeah, I've had it 4 years.
Yep.
Yeah, bought it basically. It's been
Just
sitting-
before the price went through the roof.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right.
Not quite. Not
Yeah.
quite.
The car was sitting in a under a carport.
Yep.
So 35 years.
Okay.
Out at
So you guys
Mountains.
hands-on?
no, I'm not.
You're not?
Yeah, but he is. It's his.
You got the rag in your hand. I can pick that. Yeah. Yeah. Good job. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very much.
Awesome. So you're in a shop or at home or?
Yeah, no, we work out from the Hawkesbury area
Righto.
in Sydney.
Yep.
So we do like a full restoration
Yep.
and modifications, turnkey service. So that's what we find.
Way to go.
That's what the customer likes.
Yep.
If something goes wrong, you blame one person.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You or me.
But
Right, mate.
nothing went wrong.
That's
Yeah?
good. That's
So
good.
he organised a lot from the paint to
Yep.
everything.
Awesome.
That's
Thank
cool.
you.
Thanks, guys.
I appreciate that.
Not a problem.
Done well.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good on you.
Good job.
So there you go. 2 years. Well, that's just outstanding because just to collect the parts, pull it apart, get it back together, and end up in top 60. So we're going to make that probably a wrap, and we'll get this off to Louise, see if we can get it added up, and then try and find somewhere we can get enough service to download it. So enjoy it. Thanks, Fuzz.
Thank you.